Michael Valentino from Crusader Caravans in Campbellfield, Victoria. Today we've just had a new to us but second-hand Olympic marathon come onto the dealership. This guy's a 19'6" separate shower toilet, north-south bed with a heap of fruit including a diesel heater, just to name a few. Before we jump inside, we're going to show you the outside. So featuring on this A-frame here, we have Alco hardware, quality components from Alco. It's a Preston chassis, so that's partnered with Alco manufacturing. We've got a 4-inch A-frame with strapping all the way back to the wheels where it meets a 4-inch chassis with a 2-inch lift kit, giving the van a very large semi-off-road sort of overall clearance height, which is fantastic. 50mm ball coupling with a blue ripcoil breakaway system. We're running a 12-pin plug. This guy controls your fridge, and it also controls the battery charging from the Anderson plug here at the front. We have 2 9-kilo gas bottles where we're getting these guys replaced or painted. We also have a 10-litre diesel tank here. This is going to be able to house our diesel fuel for our diesel heater. On the front here, we have an incredibly well looked after padding and vinyl wrap here on the front with grab handle assist. We've also got one 105 amp AGM deep cycle battery, solar controller, C-Tech charger. We also have a battery protector that's going to keep the batteries in good nick. These guys have been fully revitalized before handing it over. Our tear weight here, so we're running at a 1960 tear, 140 bore weight, ATM at the 2360, so it's a huge payload, but it's also giving you a huge and very light caravan, so 1960. That is going to give you, as far as towing capacity, Prados, 2.5 ton vehicles, spot on. Now, most people, first thing they do when they look at a second-hand van, or maybe they don't, water ingress. So we've gone right over this van. There's not a speck of water, and as you can expect from Olympic, they're a brand that really prides themselves on their work. We're not going to see any water leaks in this at all. The boots on the side here are incredibly well looked after. There's no water ingress at all, so we've gone right over it. Bearings, brakes, everything's just been serviced before handing it over to you, and of course we include a handover to teach you how everything works in this. Front window, again, we've checked him right out. Most people are very concerned about the front windows. This guy here is watertight. We've got a few little dimples here as far as stone chips and stuff. As you can expect, second-hand van, 2014, of course. A few little love marks and stuff, love taps, nothing too serious. Nothing you can't add to, of course, on your first trip. We've got an AE 8500 awning. This guy's about a 17-foot awning. Center cradle support keeps that well elevated from Aussie Traveller up there. Olympic sticker. We've got strip lighting all under the side of the caravan just here. So I'll demonstrate that. I'll just pop it inside, pop in here, just like so. So we've got some strip lighting that goes all the way, a little bit of feature, a little bit of luxury in this. We've got fold-down picnic table here on the front with the silver cladded profile cladding. Don't ask me what this is, I don't profess to know everything. I'm going to take a punt and say bottle opener. We've got a wheel arch, of course, all the way here, our 15-inch wheels. That's a roller rocker suspension that's rated at the 2750 kilo mark. 240 outlet there on the front. Annex light, keeping that well lit up, especially with the strip lighting. Splash granite awning, so we've checked this guy out. It's got little white lines and stuff, but it is well intact. There's no delamination, nothing like that. It is ready to roll. You're not going to have to look at replacing that for several years. We've got our windows here, wind out windows, of course, glazing across the front and midgie-proof fly screen in there. We have a gas bayonet located underneath just here for external cooking and drop down legs. On the A-frame there, you've also got A-frame mesh, so something we glossed over a little bit, but it is really important. A-frame mesh, chuck all your hoses and stuff in there. You can take all your timbers, whatever you want to be able to take along with you. You've got it housed just there in the front. Black awning arms for a bit of flair on there. We've got our separating door screens, of course, so we've got that door screens, tri-lock system. This guy just goes back here, but it is that silver and black featured highlights. Door stop, of course. Clearance lights, we've gone right over it. All the lights are in working order. We've got our vents here on the back for our shower breach at the back, so easy access for all the shower hardware at the back. We've got our lights at the back, brake lights. We also have our license plate, so of course it's going to come with 12 months registration. We've got our tyre cover, well intact, hasn't seen much use. Lights, of course. 2-arm bumper bar that goes right underneath. Needs a little bit of a paint, but that'll happen a little bit later on. Drop down legs, of course. We've got our ensuite window, our toilet door, so nice and clean in there, well looked after. We have our fridge vents, carbon monoxide filtration on there, our top vent for our microwave, our range hood vent, of course, wheel spats again, featured highlight on there. We have 2 95-litre water tanks underneath guy with 1 filling system. So you chuck the hose in there, it's going to fill both of those tanks up and allows you to be able to use both those 95-litre tanks. So heaps of water on board. Power inlet, we have a radio aerial, of course. And making our way through, we've got that hot water service. That's a gas and electric hot water service unit. Oh, sorry, pardon me. No, it's just the gas unit. So this is a gas unit, an electric element, of course, under here as well. Rollover roof, we've got a wine guard aerial with Dometic MIDI hatch there inside, but the inside really speaks volume. This thing here is so well looked after on the inside. Of course, the outside of any caravan, you can expect a few little love taps, a few little chips here and there. Nothing you're not going to add to on your trip. Grab handle assist as we jump in there as well. Jump straight in. You've got that ultra modern white with a really nice rich timber. So as far as luxury goes in something like this, yes, it's that little old school sort of look and feel, but you've still got that ultra modern white walls. Again, we've gone over all the cupboards. There's not one speck of water in this guy. She's really watertight, really well looked after. Water level indicators here on the wall. Comes with a TAC TV, of course, with wine guard boost system and high definition booster. We've got our water pump firing like so. We've got our hot water service radio, of course, it's working on the ready. We have our wine guard, pull down, rotate, handle assist. Heaps of cupboards in here, absolutely massive. All the struts in working order, of course. We have a little light here over our sink. We've got our sink board, of course. As far as the workings, you've got piano hinging across the top of this recessed cooktop. So check out the bench space, it's absolutely massive. All the way here, everything's in working order. 240 element, cooktop, 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 that's gas. We have a grill and we also have an oven. Hasn't seen much use at all. Double power points, either end of the kitchen, of course. Range hood, pop him on with a fan, pop him on with a light. The cupboards, cupboards, cupboards. You're never going to complain about the amount of cupboards. Little pull-out drawers. I believe this guy is a pull-out 3 basket, so you don't see those often. Normally it's a 2 little basket. Check out the fridge. It's a 186 litre Dometic 3-way smart fridge. It automatically selects between gas, 240 and 12 volts. So you just press him on, he fires up with a whole bunch of lights. We've tested it, we know it works. This is automatically going to go to gas. We've got a gas bottle on the front for testing purposes. Comes with the second gas bottle, of course, 2 9-kilo bottles. That's fired straight away to gas, so very, very easy to use. We can hear it trying to fire up. Kamiq microwave, so very well and reputable microwave. Even got the plate still in the foam. Oh, collector's edition. We have sliding door here in the ensuite that comes all the way across with a bungee cord to hold it in place, like so. Those tracks roll on a quad roll lock system. Thetford toilet, of course, so I believe that just pulls across like so. Flush mechanism intact, everything works beautifully, everything clean, of course, ready for the new user. Washing machine, we have a believe, don't quote me, but I believe it's a 3-kilo washing machine from NCE. Again, foam, collector's edition, and that's just ready to roll. That's actually a very big washing machine. Again, recessed top, so you've still got all that working area. Double power point, of course, little splashback. Heaps of cupboards in here as well. Absolutely awesome. We've got our shower. So massive shower, 1-piece fiberglass combination unit in here. Very, very large ensuite. We've got our fan, of course. So this guy just fires up, press the button, fires away. Not going to mess around. Also got a light in here as well. So these Olympic, really, the vans, for what you get value for money, these things are spot on. You cannot knock them at all. Their workmanship and quality that they do in some of these vans. Check out the recessed cooktop style here. The way they work their aluminium profiling is fantastic. And the quality of workmanship still goes into the construction of the van. It is a Mirandi constructed caravan, but it is absolutely fantastic as far as the build quality. It's 2014, nothing's gone wrong. These guys are just trading up to a slightly larger. Some of them, we've got the pull across midgie screen, pull across block out. This guy just pops up all the way. Massive hatch in there as well. Of course, we've got those internal speakers as well. Reading lights either side of the lounge. Speaking of the lounge, this is a massive cafe dinette, like absolutely massive. We've got our, I imagine, heaps of storage in here. Of course we do. So you've got heaps of storage in there. This guy just pulls that off that like so, trifold table. This is really, really comfortable with this sort of thing. This is some of the higher end of stuff we've seen within the fabric upholstery from some of these guys. So I could quite comfortably just kick back for the next 20 minutes hanging in here, to be honest, but we better move on. Recliner. As far as the cafe dinettes go, we've got the piano hinging all the way across there, of course, in well nick. Not one speck of real damage on the bench tops, really well looked after. Reading lights have got the LEDs. We have little light switches here in the bedroom, of course. In the bedroom, front window, again, we've checked everything out. This is one area everyone looks at as far as water concerns. She's watertight, nice and solid. This is really cool though. So you're laying in bed, you've got this whole heap of room. This is I'm quite short, but I believe this is a queen mattress, well, caravan queen, 6 foot 2 by 5 foot. It's got diesel heating underneath it, so we just pop the little controller on, yes or no, over there, just on. Very, very easy to use. heaps of storage underneath the bed. We'll give you a look at that. But one thing to really highlight here is you're having a cup of tea, coffee in hand. We just pop our coffee on this little shelf. You cannot go wrong as far as heaps of storage in this guy. So this is something we don't see in a lot of caravans in 2020, but these little side tables, really well missed. Very, very hard with this side in the developing era of caravan construction because everything's quite square. You've got a heap of storage there. Heap of storage there. Little reading light there to blind you at night. We also have opening little doors here with a hanging space and overhead cupboards, of course, as well. So heaps of storage in there, heaps of storage in there. You got his and hers and hers, whatever you want to be able to muck around with side storage. And a center cupboard there over the single bed there, of the beds just in the center. Diesel heater, power points either side of the bed. We've also got a drawer all the way, so they're fully deep drawers there with metal-sided runners, of course. And you've got this little cupboard that goes all the way back for shoes, for whatever it may be. There's a heap of storage in there, so world drawer. I mean, you cannot complain. In a 19'6" caravan, there's really not much to whinge about as far as storage. IBIS 2 air conditioning, so that's heating and cooling. Of course, it's tested, it's working, it's doing its job perfectly. Underneath here, get this. So this is massive. As far as storage is concerned, diesel heater's underneath here. So the diesel heater works beautifully. That just fires up with the on or off. It flies under there and heats the whole van up. But that's our hot water service there in the back, and there's a heap of storage underneath here. I'm 5 foot nothing, but I could easily have a bit of a sleep under here. There's a heap of storage under here. You got travel bags, suction bags, whatever it may be, and because it's so light, you can chock it up with a heap of different stuff. The suspension's going to handle it beautifully. Last but not least, before we love you and leave you, you've got this angle top. You've got these little bits of storage. So you've got fuse line in there, you've got pipes running through, but there's just so many little areas these guys, these sort of, 20 years manufacturing style manufacturers build. I think they've been in business for about 20 years, Olympic. That they put into their vans that you just don't see. It's well thought out. You've got a mirror next to our little camera girl there. You've got a little shelf for whatever it may be, whether it be a satellite provision or whatever you want. You cannot go wrong. Big fridge, microwave. There's really nothing I can knock about this van. Very rarely that we take trade-ins. They've got to meet a certain amount of criteria, and this has met all of those. So it's ready to go, available before Christmas. Please give us a call on 9359 2938 if you want to be able to book an inspection or you want us to put it on a truck and send it to you. If you want to find out more, just email us at sales@crusadermelbourne.com. Head to our website. You might find something else there you like at www.crusadercaravansmelbourne.com.au, or alternatively, like and subscribe for more, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much, guys.